Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Michelle Fondin and I'm the author of the new book, Heal Yourself, A Return to Wholeness, the Integration of Body, Mind, Soul, and Spirit, now available in paperback and Kindle. If you buy this book, read it, and leave a review, and you live in the United States, I will gift you a free promo code for any of my books on Audible as well. Just email me at michellefondinauthor@gmail.com. And of course, as some of you know, I'm also the author of Twin Flame Romance, The Journey to Unconditional Love. If you're new to my channel, welcome! Thank you for subscribing below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. I do readings. I do 30, 60, and 90-minute readings, twin flame readings, romance readings, life path and purpose, and general readings. You can book that at my website, fondinwellness.com. This is the weekly Twin Flame Tarot reading, messages for Divine Feminine, Divine Masculine, and the couple. Today is June 29th, 2020. Yes, we are reaching the end of June. Going into July on Wednesday. I can't even believe it. If you would like to skip right ahead to the reading, you can go to the timestamp below to get to the reading. Otherwise, I have some news and events happening that I would like to share with you guys. I am actually super duper excited. Today I'm finishing a 7-day challenge. It's called the Comeback Challenge with Tony Robbins. As some of you know, I'm a huge fan of Tony Robbins. He has been my coach throughout the years, as well as other mentors that I've had like Wayne Dyer and Deepak Chopra. But I am finishing this 7-day challenge, and the question that came is, what can I do to add more value? Now, of course, you guys are my audience. The Twin Flame Collective is my audience. I've been coaching Twin Flames for the past 15 months. If we're talking about life coaching on health and wellness and mind-body integration in general, I've been coaching for over 12 years. But I wanted to know, this week my question was, how can I add more value to the Twin Flame Collective? Now, I'm going to do a separate video on this, but I just wanted to give you guys a little teaser for what is to come. I know many of you have been wanting to get personalized readings and coaching sessions with me, but your feedback to me is I just can't afford it right now. I can't afford to pay $94 for 30 minutes or $180 for an hour. I just can't do it. I really want to, I just can't do it. So I came up with a program, and it's called Twin Flame Divine Feminine Bootcamp 1 and 2, which are fully integrated online courses for Twin Flames at an affordable cost. Really super duper affordable. And the reason I wanted to do that is because throughout the 15 months of coaching Twin Flames, the same questions keep coming up over and over and over again with those who are on this Twin Flame journey, whether you are just beginning or whether you've been in it for 2 to 5 years. And the same questions, the same concerns, the same developments keep coming up time and again. Now, for those of you that can pay for the one-on-one coaching, you get that direct coaching. But for those of you that haven't been able to get that direct coaching, you haven't had the answers to your questions directly answered. So that's why I'm creating this Divine Feminine Bootcamp 1 and 2. Now, in 1, it's more general over the actual Twin Flame journey, but really digging in depth. And Bootcamp 2 is going to all be about your healing. So it's going to go deep into, how do I heal as a Twin Flame Divine Feminine to get back into my personal power? So I am super excited. And for this first course that's going to start on July 28th, 2020. Now, I will give way more details on the course, but the first 25 that decide to join this course, I'm going to be offering it at like a fraction of the price. I mean, I will just tell you now, for this huge course, this huge online course, which has so much material in it, jam-packed in it, I'm going to be offering it for less than the cost of a half-hour reading. Less than a cost of a half-hour reading with me. Way less than the cost of a half-hour reading. Now that is for the full-on course. I am so excited because this is going to bring access to a lot more twin flames. Really, that was my question this week. It was like, how can I add more value? How can I add more value to the Twin Flame Collective? How can I add more value to those individuals in this collective who are struggling financially? How can I add that value? And this course is how I came up with how I can actually add more value to more of you. And like I said, there's going to be bonuses. There's going to be a Q&A call with me, and like live over Zoom where we can just hash out our problems and issues and questions. And so I'm super excited on this course and getting ready to do it. Getting ready. I've already got the outlines of all the lessons, and I'm digging deep. I'm going to start filming next week. I'm just super stoked on this, you guys. That's what I've been doing this week. I've been just really like taking it up to the next level, taking it up to the next challenge. I hope you guys are too. I hope you guys are all doing well and staying well. And I know a lot of you are just like frustrated over this whole thing. And hey, I get it. I'm right there with you. I announced last week, I believe, that Disneyland was reopening on July 17th. And now that has been postponed, yeah, we're all a little over this whole thing. So with no further ado, we are going to start with this twin flame reading. Of course, as usual, we're going to start with the goddesses, the Divine Feminine Collective here. Let's just say a prayer over the cards. Dear God, Jesus, Holy Spirit, Mother Mary, Archangels, Angels of God, Twin Flames, Guardian Angels, Romance Angels, Divine Feminines, Guardian Angels, please let this reading be the highest light and love of God the Father. Let it bring light, love, and truth to everyone involved. Archangel Michael, please stand guard, casting away any lower energies with your sword of light. Help us to understand what Divine Feminines in this collective are learning this week. What's going on in Divine Feminines, heart space, mind space, soul space, what's happening? Okay, so we have got also the Fairy Tarot deck. As most of you know, this is one of my favorite decks pictorially. It's so gorgeous. So Twin Flame Angels, Romance Angels, and Divine Feminine Angels. What are Divine Feminines learning this week? Let's go to the Divine Masculines, this beautiful Divine Masculine collective. I love them. They have such great energy now. This Divine Masculine collective has truly awakened, and they are just growing by leaps and bounds into this spiritual journey. It's just been phenomenal. It has been phenomenal. So Divine Masculine, Guardian Angels, what are Divine Masculines learning this week in this collective? And we are going to go to the Fairy Tarot for Divine Masculines, the Divine Masculines in this Twin Flame collective. What are they learning this week? Let's go to the Twin Flame couple here. Twin Flames all over the globe. What is the energy for this Twin Flame collective that I read for this week? Angels, Guardian Angels, Twin Flame Angels, Romance Angels. Okay, now let's get it for the Fairy Tarot. Twin Flame collective, Twin Flames as a couple. What is the energy merging together this week? Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, Twin Flame Angels, Romance Angels. What is that energy? Wonderful. Okay, let's get some romance cards here. Let's get the romance energy for this week. Romance Angels, what is the Twin Flame couple romantic energy for this week? What do you have to say to us this week? And now we're going to get the messages of love cards here. We're going to get what is the message of love. And now this card generally reinforces or slightly changes the meaning of the first romance card that I picked up. So for the Twin Flame collective, angels and guides, what is the energy for this week? And then we're going to pick two of the romance cards, messages from Divine Masculine to the Divine Feminine for this week, starting June 29th, 2020, moving into July. Can't even believe it. Summer's well, that was way too many cards. The summer is well underway. Love summer, my absolute positively favorite season of them all. So twin flame angels, romance angels, divine masculines, guardian angels, what are the messages to the divine feminine for this week? Awesome. Okay, let's start with the goddesses. Divine feminine, divine feminine. We have got a lot of earth energy. Earth energy. This beautiful grounded energy. This is neat. Divine feminines, you guys are planting some roots here. We've got, the first card we've got is Knight of Earth, which is about loyalty, dedication, commitment. It's also indicating there are guardian angels surrounding you. Now, I really believe with the feminine energy that's in this reading, we've got the Queen of Autumn, which is Queen of Earth, which is, these are both Pentacles cards when you speak about traditional tarot. And with these two together, honestly, this is solidifying your place on this earth and wealth creation. Divine feminines, you are doing this. You are doing this. You are actually doing this. You're taking control and taking charge of your financial life. You're taking control and you're taking charge of your business life. You are paying off your debts. You are flourishing. You are taking care of other people in your life, but in a good way, not the sacrificial way that you used to be doing things. You're really doing it in a very responsible way. Now, it can seem like this progression of self-responsibility, being able to take care of myself on a financial level, taking care of my home, perhaps paying down that mortgage, paying off the car, paying off some debt. It may seem like it's going at a snail's pace because we've got this Knight of Earth energy. And that Knight of Earth energy can slow things down or make things seem slow, but it's like slow and steady wins the race. But I also feel like there is someone behind this, a family member, a friend, a trusted advisor who is helping you make these decisions for your life path. They're helping you make these decisions to ground yourself and bring about these earthly changes that are just going to help you have a more solid foundation. I feel like so many of you have been in your spiritual self. So many of you have been developing those spiritual gifts. And as a result of developing those spiritual gifts, which were very necessary, you've failed in the past several months to really ground yourself, to bring yourself back to earth and go, okay, what have I been ignoring when it comes to my earthly life, when it comes to my earthly duties, when it comes to doing things like paying the bills and paying down debt and making sure that I secure that home that I really want, I secure that financing that I really need. So I feel like your energy is coming down to earth a little more, and it's actually what is needed, and it's what has been needed for a really, really long time. Now, divine masculines this week, they're a little bit more experiencing this internal conflict about moving forward in certain aspects of their life. Now, as we have seen, they have had plans to move forward. They have been ready to move forward. They have been willing to move forward. And you only need to be cognizant of world events to recognize that in many cases, for everybody, not just twin flames in this collective, but everybody, that fire has been squelched a little bit because of not being able to move forward the way you want to. I mentioned my thing about Disneyland not opening, like it's reopening and now it's not reopening. As an example, Disneyland employs at least 30,000 people, not to mention Walt Disney World and the Disney Enterprises, the entertainment industry. But Disneyland alone employs 30,000 employees. So you think that, oh, we're going to be able to go back to work and earn that paycheck and start life back to normal as it is. And then all of a sudden they get the news, nope, sorry, we're not reopening. Then all of a sudden 30,000 people and their families are halted from that forward movement. And I really believe that for the twin flame divine masculine, that's actually what is happening this week, because we've got the two of air, which is about unable to make a decision, internal conflict, that procrastination. But with the second card, I don't see it's because of their procrastination. Not at all. We've got the Queen of Spring, which is literally about spreading your wings and moving forward and believing in yourself and having the self-confidence to rise up, open your wings, move that fire forward and do things in life. And I really believe that their best laid out plans to ignite that fire and fire it up and move forward and say, I'm changing my life now. I want my divine feminine. I want to get rid of this other relationship. I need that divorce paper. I need this to be final. I need that house sale. I just need things to move forward. Well, now world events has halted them. So it's creating this inner conflict because it's like, come on, like really, I had the best laid out plans. I want to move forward. I want to see things move forward. And now I am halted. It's a little, like I said, I'm feeling a little bit of that frustration, not only for divine masculines, for everyone involved, but it's neat that the divine feminines in this collective have taken this opportunity to slow down and kind of analyze their home life, their financial life, their career life, and said, okay, let's lay down the foundation and the groundwork so that I can be financially free, so I can be financially secure, so I can have a solid foundation to be able to pay my bills on time, to be able to whittle down that debt, to refinance my car, to refinance my house. They're really looking at that. Even if it's, like I said, that slow growth, they're still looking at it as an opportunity to have that growth nonetheless, which is really neat. And divine masculines, because they had the fire within them, that solar plexus was all fired up, they're feeling a little frustrated. In all honesty, they're just feeling that frustration of, why can't I move forward now? Like, I'm ready to move forward. I want to move forward. Why? Why can't I move forward now? What is this? And I know so many of you, because I read for so many of you, I know so many of you were like in the middle of a divorce. This started 6 months ago. This started 12 months ago. You were like literally in the middle of a divorce. And because all the courts shut down, it's like your life was halted and now you're stuck in the house with your spouse to be ex-spouse. Like, so many of you are in that situation. So many of you were like, okay, we're getting the divorce and now we have to sell this house, and like that was halted. And again, now you're stuck in the house with your spouse and things are a little bit awkward and you're not able to move forward. So if that's happening for a lot of divine feminines that I have been reading for, and I'd say 90 to 95% of my clients are divine feminine, I have read for divine masculines, but not as frequently. Imagine for the divine masculine collective, it's some similar stuff is going on too, where it's like halted. This has halted that. So it's interesting because exactly what we were saying for both feminine and masculine, when we come to the couple, it's crazy how it meshes and it melds and it rings true to life. Oh my gosh, like this couldn't be better said, if you will. So we have got first of all, is the 9 of Earth. Now, it's so interesting. This is a very divine feminine card, but this is not any divine feminine card, you guys. This is about the divine feminine who has got it all together. This is about the divine feminine who has figured out her finances. This is about the divine feminine who is making enough money to like swing it on her own. And in addition to that, her business is successful, her work is successful, her finances are successful, that she can take some time to just get a spa treatment, go on a weekend spa retreat, take a mini vacation on her own. But like divine feminines, like you're really figuring out your finances, work situation so well that you're becoming this queen. Like, if you can see this 9 of Earth, this 9 of Pentacles princess, she's wearing her crown. Like, she's walking through the forest wearing her crown. She has got it figured out. She has it all together. Not only her spiritual life, but her material life as well. Now look, this indicates more to me about this coming together and the need, the want, the desire to bring it back together, because we have this twin flame card, 6 of Cups. In this case, it is the 6 of Summer. Loves from the past coming back. Loves from the past coming back together. This is also can indicate past life loves coming back together. There is this need, there is this want, there is this desire to rekindle that romance, to come back together. And we have seen this from the Divine Masculine side. We have seen that fire. We saw like the 6 of Fire, the 6 of Wands last week. Before that, we saw like the Prince of Fire, the Prince of Wands. Like, there is that need, that desire to get on that horse and move forward. Now, they're being held back by some earthly circumstances now, but we see this as the desire for twin flames to come together. And it's really interesting because sometimes Spirit, even though we're ready, willing, and able, Spirit will hold us back for specific reasons. And we don't understand why Spirit holds us back. Now, honestly, my angels told me from the get-go that this pandemic, this virus, is like, it's symptomatic. It's not like the cause. It's symptomatic. It's sort of like a little mini distraction from other underlying issues that are going on Earth. And if your angels and guides, your guardian angels, and also the Divine Masculine's guardian angels, if the twin flame angels and romance angels are still kind of keeping you guys apart and using the pandemic as an excuse to keep you guys apart, if you will, there must be for some of you, there must be some underlying things that are occurring, underlying things that are going on that need to be resolved, sorted out, purged out, and then it'll come together very easily. I feel like for some of you, this is just the final sweep before the party. I kind of feel like, you know, when you're getting ready for a party, you might do a thorough house cleaning first. You might even hire some cleaning services to clean up your house if you're going to have a big graduation party or have an at-home wedding or have a baptismal party or whatever it is. A house cleaning crew come in and do the deep cleaning work. And then in the midst of getting ready and doing the decorations, your house gets a little dusty again, right? And then most oftentimes it requires a final sweep before the guests walk in. And I really truly feel that if Divine Masculines are being held back from coming towards you because of the world events, and like I said, that's a little bit of a front, but it's actually what's happening. It's because the angels have said, we're still working through a little bit of last sweeping stuff. So we've got the healing family issues here. Now, maybe the reason why some of you are stuck in homes with a spouse, soon to be ex-spouse, is because there's some family issues that are still being ironed. There's stuff with the kids, there's stuff with the parents, there's stuff with the in-laws, there's stuff with grandparent time to be spent with the kids. It's a little bit maybe about child custody and things like that, issues like that. And it could simply just mean that maybe there is this issue where there's an elderly parent that needs to be moved out into a home, and there's like issues and conflicts with brothers and sisters in the family. So there might be some last sweeping issues that just need to be sorted through before you can move into a different situation, another situation. We've got this past life love, and I love the fact that this came up with the 6 of Summer, which is the twin flame card. We got the twin flame card, 6 of Summer, 6 of Cups with the past life love card. 6 of Summer, 6 of Cups also does indicate twin flames and past lives also. And then we've got the past life love card as well. More confirmation, more affirmation, of where this is going, where it needs to go to, where it's actually going to as well. Divine masculines are still dreaming, thinking, seeing, feeling you in all aspects. Divine masculines are still feeling you. You speak to me through music, and there's still, like, that guilt and shame is still there. I know I messed everything up. Honestly, one of the reasons divine masculines are so eager, they're so anxious to get on that horse and to come to you, and I say this metaphorically, of course. One of the reasons they're so anxious to come to you is because now that they've got it figured out, now that they really truly get the fact that they can't live without you, they don't want to. It's almost like, I know I can't because for some reason I know we're so connected that I really can't, but it's also that I don't want to. It's also that I just don't want to live without you. Now that they've got all that piece figured out, they're still feeling such tremendous pain and guilt over, I really know now how badly I messed things up with you. Like, I really know. Like, before I didn't know. I was in the dark. I was blind. I just didn't understand this connection and what I did to mess things up. It just seemed to me like it was just this, you know, passing thing. It didn't seem like it was serious or real or it could withstand the test of time. I really didn't see that. So the way I acted was in accordance to that. But now I really realize it, and I know that I mess things up, and I know this is, like, I'm so ashamed. How could I mess things up so badly? How could I be so rude? And so that's really what's on their heart and soul, and they want to come forward so quickly and so fast because they need to, like, release that. And they need to, like, set things right. So interesting energy this week for both divine feminine and divine masculine. And certainly the couple, we're still seeing unity. We're still seeing coming together. So we went from unity card, unity card, unity card for 3 weeks in a row to 6 of Summer, the twin flame unity card. It's pretty darn amazing that this is moving forward in the right direction still. World events or no world events, it's still moving in the right direction. So pretty fabulous, pretty fabulous. And really good jobs, divine feminines, on getting your worldly affairs in order, because that's super important. I know spirituality is important, but one thing that I'm going to put in my boot camp is this balancing between the world in earthly life and spiritual life. And really, it requires a balance of both. And how do you do that, right? How do you do that? How can you become such a spiritual person and so open and awakened and then still live on this earth? Sometimes it just doesn't make sense, but I'm going to teach you guys in the boot camp exactly how to do that. Well, I hope this was helpful for this week. Have a fabulous 4th of July for all of my friends in the United States. Happy Independence Day. Thank you so much for joining me, you guys. Thank you for subscribing to my channel below. Click on that bell, scroll up to all for all notifications, and thank you for giving the video a thumbs up. Thank you for sharing this video with other twin flames. And thank you so much for pledging your support on this channel. You can buy a book or 2 or 3. You can also pledge your support on Patreon, www.patreon.com/Michelle S. Fondin. And I will see you in the next video.